What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you don't remember from the previous episode, we started repairing the fiberglass on the inside of the jet ski, and we did the bottom, the outside off camera. So now all we have to do is sand it, put fairing compound, and then put gel coat. And we received the gel coat from Marine One, so we really appreciate that. So make sure you stay tuned. It's gonna be a long day and lots of prepping for the paint. Alright, here's the completed fiberglass. I think it looks really good. We put about 5 layers of fiberglass. Here was the hole right here, and it had cracks going all the way down. So I think it's going to hold up way stronger than it was from the factory, and I'm very happy with how it came out.
Alright, so off camera we did a lot of fiberglass work on the bottom because you already saw how we did on the inside. So we just basically patched all the low spots, filled it in with fiberglass. So now we're going to come back and sand it smooth. And then we also have this, what's it called, total fairing compound, which is basically like Bondo but for marine applications. And then we have Marine Coat 1. They give you all the colors to tint it. That way you can match the bottom perfectly. So we're gonna get all this done today. So let's get started sanding. Alright, while Tyler's getting that going, I'm going to set up this fan, and I'm going to use this vacuum to kind of blow it out. And you definitely want a dust mask and glasses, and Tyler's going to learn that you need long pants too, but I couldn't get him to wear it. So let's try to get some of this dust out. Set that up. We're going to have this vacuum getting the dust. Alright, I think we got it sanded pretty good. It took us about 30 minutes or so. And I'm using this. We got like a 1/16 of a little gap, so that's going to work out perfect to fill all that in with the fairing compound. So the only thing is it takes, I was reading, you have to let this cure for 48 hours before we paint it. So we're going to do all this in one video. I'm tired of dragging out the jet ski. It's supposed to be like a 3-video series until we realized we had a hole in it. So we're going to get that on, let it cure 48 hours. Put the gel coat, so it's all going to be one video, but we're going to have to do some other stuff while we wait. I was hoping to finish it today, but we're going to get it done. Alright, so let's take a look at this. So we're going with the Total Fair epoxy fairing compound. Just like Bondo, but this, you mix it 1-to-1, and you have a 15 to 60 minute working time, and then about 3 to 12 hours you got to sand it. Today's 70 degrees, so I figure we'll sand it in about 5 hours. So to mix it, it's not an exact science. Do this much, and you don't want to mix that little stick in here, then it'll start reacting on you and it'll ruin everything. It's about the same. And we'll just mix it up and spread it on just like Bondo. All right, let's put it on. course, we wouldn't have to work from under it. I tried to flip the jet ski over, but I just couldn't do it. Alright, I think we got this spread good enough. We're going to let it sit probably 4, maybe 5 hours. Let it cure, then we'll sand it. In the meantime, Tyler's going to shoot a video, Vivor Cinema, like an emergency car jack. Really cool tool. So he's going to film that one. So that video will probably be out before this one, so make sure you go back and check that out. That's going to be a pretty cool little tool to keep in your car. So like I said, we're going to completely finish the jet ski hull in this video. So when this cures, we're going to come back and sand it, and then we got to still wait 48 hours, and then we're going to paint the gel coat on it. So stay tuned, we're going to get it finished up. Alright, it's been about 4 hours since we applied the fairing compound, and it's pretty hard now. So we're going to start sanding, get it ready for gel coat.
Alright guys, it's been about 2 days since we sanded the fairing compound we put down. Now we're testing some colors. So far I think the second one's looking the best color matched, but I think it looks really good so far. So Marine One sent us all these, and
yeah, they send this. They tinted it gray for us, but you still get all these to get the color match just perfect. So once you get the color matched, then you put your wax additive for your final coat, and you put this MEK, which makes it hard. So we've been kind of practicing, mixing it up, trying some blue and black. I think we're just gonna have to go with black. So,
but I think this second one, we're probably gonna have to go with that one because I think it looks
yeah, this one it's the one we put a little blue in it, and we just kept adding, changing up a little more black for each one. But the bottom came out good. It's nice and smooth.
Looks really good.
But you'll never see it. It's under the water line. So let's get this mixed up and try it out. Alright, we just lost all our audio for the next couple minutes, so I'm going to have to try this voiceover stuff. So I'm going to take my gel coat, I'm only going to mix up 8 ounces of it because I got all my little data sheet figured up for 8 ounces. And to do that 8 ounces, you need 1 ounce per quart. So it's going to be a 1/4 ounce for 8 ounces of paint. So as a 1/4 ounce is about a teaspoon. And then we're going to need 10 drops of the catalyst per ounce. So that's going to give us 80 drops. And I used a good bit of this tint whenever I was kind of mixing and playing around, which I wish I wouldn't have did that because I used up a little too much. So I'm going to try to get this mixed up best I can. I know I'm not going to match it perfect. Stuff's pretty tough to come out. Tyler's going to remove this little strip where I was practicing. Put us a new strip on there, that way we can keep adding some tint to it and see how it's coming out. And I tried mixing a little blue, and I ended up having to cut the black bottle to get all the tint of it out because I needed every single drop. So let's try it out, see how close we are. And we way off. This is the hardest part of this whole thing, is trying to match this tint. See how I had to cut this open and scrape every bit out, and I just can't get it. This is fairly close. And it's going to be on the bottom, so nobody's ever going to see this. All right, let's put our wax in, which is, we're going to do 1 teaspoon, and see a few more little drops are getting in, which is perfect. And if you was going to do multiple coats, you wouldn't put the wax. You would go ahead and do those coats, and then you'd put the wax in on your final coat. So now we need 80 drops of this catalyst, or I think it's MEK or whatever it is. Like I was saying, it's 10 drops per ounce. We got 8 ounces of gel coat, so that's 80 ounces. And I'm gonna just roll it on. This is the best roller they had at Harbor Freight. Really need a foam roller, but a lot of top guys, when they're redoing their sailboats, they just roll the gel coat on. It's not sprayed or anything. And you can see it's a good bit lighter, but it's going to do the job that it needs to. It's going to protect it. We just have a little bit lighter gray section on the jet ski. And it's leaving a little bit of an orange peel because it's not the best roller in the world. Like I say, and the foam roller would have been a lot better, and it would have been way smoother. And you can kind of see the difference. It don't stand out too bad. But you can't see it when it's on the trailer, and you can't see it in the water, so it's going to be good enough. And that's it. You always want to pull your tape off while it's still wet, because if it gets hard on top of the paint, and you can pull off a whole sheet of, and that works with painting cars and everything. You always want to do it while it's still wet. And this stuff's not coming off too easy. It's not the best tape in the world. You can definitely see we had a patch job. So we need to definitely get better on matching our gel coat. Alright guys, so the hull is 100% complete. The gel coat, we didn't match it 100%, but you can't see it because when it's on the trailer, it's under those stringers, and then when it's in the water, it's going to be underwater. So nobody ever knows it's a tad bit off. So if you didn't watch the previous video, the fiberglass came out perfect. It's really easy work. Fairing compound, learn how to do that. And thanks again to Marine Coat 1, really good company. We have links in the description for all these products.
And the only thing left we have to do is install the engine, so hopefully nothing's wrong with that.
Yeah, so we're gonna do one more video. I didn't want to string it out this long, so we're gonna get this moved out, hang the engine back up, maybe pull the oil pan off, try to clean it a little better, and then get it back in the jet ski and crank it up. So hopefully one more video and this will be 100% done. So I think next video I'm going to be working on my neighbor's Dodge Ram, and then after that we'll finish this back up. So we'll see you next time.